buying real estate in Vermont worth it? Is real estate going to continue increasing in value? Is there an easy answer to this? I mean, I think so, but let's take a look deeper at the stories, the data, and my crystal ball. So how does Vermont compare to the National Association of Realtors data? This is the median sales price for the National Association of Realtors and Vermont's trends. You can see that the national trend followed a much steadier incline, with 2021 showing the largest increase. In contrast, Vermont's market experienced much sharper increases in value between 2020 and 2022. Vermont as a whole is really strong at just over 408,000, under the national average of 429,000. Here we see that Chittenden County, however, is outpacing Vermont and the national average with a median price at 469,000. Both Vermont and Chittenden County did see gains of over 65% in those crazy years of 2020 through 2022. Home sale inventory supply. So while national home sales are forecasted to increase gradually, they remain lower than pre-pandemic levels due to affordability challenges. We can see here that the nation had a much more drastic dip and regrowth, whereas Vermont more slowly came out of its hole. In Chittenden County, inventory remains critically low, leading to competitive pricing and still multiple offer scenarios in the desirable homes and areas. So how fast are homes selling in Vermont? And will you still be competing with 10 other people like in 2020 and 2022? So this is the days on market trend right now. The answer is not with every house will you be competing with 5 others, but there are still some very special listings. Homes are selling on average 24 days for Vermont and 15 days for Chittenden County. For mortgage rates, here's a graph from one of my go-to sources, Keeping Current Matters, showing predictions from several economists. For 2025, nationally, mortgage rates are expected to remain between 6 to 7%, impacting affordability and keeping transaction levels below historic norms unless rates drop significantly. In Vermont, buyers are adapting to these higher borrowing costs, but our market does continue to remain resilient because of strong demand and the continued limiting housing stock. If mortgage rates do ease, we could see more buyers enter the market, much like the national prediction. Will my home continue to grow in value? The National Association of Realtors predicts home prices will rise by about 17% by 2029, with modest annual increases above inflation. In Chittenden County, home values are still rising steadily, driven by tight supply and sustained demand. So my prediction for Vermont as a whole is similar, but for Chittenden County specifically, I expect a 5% annual increase this year, followed by 4% annually in the next 4 years. That equals approximately a 21% increase. This would bring the median sales price to around $495,000. Let's see in 5 years if I was right. Final insights on, is Vermont real estate worth it? Competitive market, high demand, limited inventory means buyers face strong competition, requiring strategic planning and financing to secure your Vermont home. Market stability and growth, property values continue to rise, making homeownership a solid long-term investment, even with those higher mortgage rates. And when you're thinking about buying versus renting, with rents remaining high, homeownership can be a more cost-effective option over time for those who afford the upfront costs. Thanks everybody for watching today, and if you have any specific questions about a different county in Vermont, I service Franklin, Washington, Lamoille, Grand Isle, and Addison counties. Take care.